following is an exclusive presentation of Ravens Productions.
Coming up on this week's Ravens Report, we look ahead to the second half of the season with defensive end Calais Campbell. Plus, former Ravens head coach Brian Billick breaks down the film of Rashad Bateman and Hollywood Brown's performance against the Bengals. All that and more on this week's Ravens Report.
He's to the 15, 10, 5, touchdown Ravens! They are dancing in the aisles! Oh, what a scene we have at M&T! Family on 3, 1, 2, 3.
Welcome to this week's edition of Ravens Report. From the Under Armour Performance Center, I'm Evan Washburn. It's the bye week here in Baltimore, and while Sunday's loss to the Bengals does leave a sour taste in the mouth of both players and coaches, it's a good time to step back and reflect on the first 7 games of the season, and most importantly, reset and recharge for the playoff push. And for the Ravens to be sitting at 5-2, despite all the adversity over the first 2 months of the season, it's truly impressive. And most importantly, all the goals for this team stand directly in front of them. And as Calais Campbell put it after Sunday's loss to the Bengals, in the second half of the season, we're going to be a force to be reckoned with, that's for sure. And for more from one of the best leaders in the game, here's Calais Campbell with Shelby Gernath.
The Ravens started the second half with an impressive drive and a touchdown throw from Lamar to Hollywood, but it has been all Bengals since then. 4 straight Bengals scores. Zach Taylor and his Bengals have dominated this afternoon.
Calais, obviously not the outcome this team wanted on Sunday. What did the Bengals do well in that one?
They played a good football game. You know, they were they had a great game plan. They executed it well. When you watch the tape, you realize that we left a lot of opportunities out there. You know, we definitely could have played a lot better. You know, but it's it's one game. You know, we can't make it any longer than really what it is. You know, it's one game. I mean, it hurts because it's a division game at home, but we'll be okay.
After the game, you said this defense has been up and down, hot and cold. So what needs to happen for this unit to be more consistent?
I think it really just is a mentality. You know, it's a commitment to discipline, technique, and just our effort's always been there. It's really just more of the mental side of it. You know, you don't really see on tape a lot of times guys just getting beat. You know, that happens. It's football. They get paid too. But the majority of it is we make mistakes, and then after that you're in bad position, and then you end up getting beat. So I think the biggest thing is just being more consistent with our technique, kind of just making a commitment to each other that we're going to do everything in our power to give our all for one another.
You said it, 5-2. Looking at the opponents this team faced in the first 7 weeks, and considering all the injuries on both sides of the ball, all things considered, how does this team feel about being 5-2 at the bye?
In the big picture sense, it's a good place to be. Obviously, you love to be 7-0 because it gives you so much room for just more margin for error. But we're still in a great position. We go out here and we do what we're capable of doing. I feel like we could string together some good football. I think we should put ourselves in position. The number one thing you want to do is win your division. When you lose, you got a 24-hour rule. You study the tape, you figure out what you can do better, you learn from it, and then you put it behind you. When you win, you celebrate, you can enjoy yourself, you can have a lot of fun for 24 hours. After that, you got to move on because in this business, one game is just one game.
You've been around this league for a long time. You've seen a lot of great players. What is it like to sit on the bench and watch Lamar Jackson go to work with this offense?
It's fun. It's when you where the game goes and the flows. After we get off the field, you kind of want to go sit on your bench. You got to make your corrections. Coaches usually, break down whatever happened in the drive and, ask a couple questions, kind of get a feel for what we're going to do next drive. And then, after that, it's like, okay, I want to see Lamar play. Lamar's just special. He's a guy that, you can't wait to see. And I know guys on the other team, they're watching too, in awe of this, this guy who just has the ability to do so many different things on the football field that not a lot of people can do. Very few people can do, really. And the way he does it, probably zero. He's the only one that can do it the way he does it. I just can't wait to see as he continues to develop and get older. I mean, he's going to become even better than he is now, which is scary because he's already the best in the league.
Now, you've never officially said if this will be your last season or not, but you have said you want to put it all out there, leave everything on the field. Do you feel like you've done that so far this season?
You know, I mean, there's a couple moments where I have to kind of remind myself when things get hard, your body starts feeling a certain kind of way. It's easy to relax, you know, to kind of like, put it into a lower gear. But I have to remind myself quick to put it back into full throttle and give it everything I have. And so, you know, it's just one of those things where it's like, hey, you gotta make a commitment to yourself, a commitment to the team, that if you're gonna, it's really to the game, to the overall game. I love this game of football. It's a special game. And, I told myself, like I want to feel like if at the end of this year, if I wanted to walk away, I'll feel really good about it because I left everything out there. No, obviously there's so much time between now and then, and I don't want to think about it, too much more, but I do want to make sure I stay committed to the simple detail of every single play, treat it like it could be my last and just go out there, which is what you're always supposed to do anyway, but it's a little different when you really know, like, I really can hang it up this year. It just gives you a little bit more of a, just appreciation for that play.
Okay, Calais, it's Halloween on Sunday, so we have to ask you a few spooky questions. Is there a Campbell family costume planned?
I know my son, he likes gorillas. I don't know why he likes gorillas, but he likes gorillas. So he beats on his chest all the time. And he's not even 18 months yet. He's 17 months. So, but we got him a gorilla costume, and I think I might try to. I mean, I don't really dress up for Halloween anymore. I used to be really into the, just the festivities and stuff. But now it's just like I got too much time to concentrate on football. But because it's a bye week, I might have a little more fun. We'll see.
Will you go trick-or-treating with him, or will you stay at the house and hand out candy?
I'm more of a stay at the house and hand out candy.
We talking full-size candy bars, toothbrushes? What kind of house is the
full-size
Campbell
candy
resident?
bars for sure.
Let's go.
Yeah. I want people to come to my house and be like, "Oh, that's the best house. Go there."
Okay, Calais, we're gonna end with some this or that questions. So, coffee or tea?
I don't drink a lot of coffee or tea, but if I had to pick one, I guess I'd go with. I don't drink a lot of coffee, so I guess I'll go with tea.
Okay, we'll do a few Halloween-themed ones. So, chocolatey candy or fruity candy?
Oh man, well, normally fruity candy, but for Halloween, I like the chocolate.
Vampires or zombies?
Oh, vampires.
Corn maze or haunted house?
Haunted house.
Apple cider or pumpkin spice?
Oh, apple cider all day.
Not a pumpkin spice latte kind of guy?
I mean, I enjoy it as well, but you can't beat apple cider.
No, you can't. Listen to a scary story told by Stephen King or Edgar Allan Poe?
Ooh, I mean, I gotta go Edgar Allan Poe, being in, Baltimore.
Absolutely. Calais, thank you so much for your time, and enjoy the bye weekend.
I appreciate you.
Always good to have Calais there to provide the proper perspective after a loss, and that will be valuable over the bye week as this team begins to turn their attention towards the Vikings in Week 9. Coming up next on Ravens Report, it's time for Ravens Wire, where we had Mark Andrews mic'd up for National Tight Ends Day. Welcome back to Ravens Report, presented by MedStar Health. I'm Evan Washburn. In year 4 as a Raven and fresh off a contract extension, Mark Andrews has proved to be worth every penny. He's already top 10 in franchise history with 193 receptions and is tied currently with consensus All-Pro Travis Kelce with the most receiving yards by a tight end through 7 games. And this past Sunday, he got to celebrate National Tight Ends Day while mic'd up. Let's take a look back at the sights and sounds.
For the first time this season, the Ravens face a division opponent. This afternoon, the Ravens welcome the Cincinnati Bengals to Baltimore. The Ravens have dominated this series, winning the last 5 in a row. But they know they'll need big plays on both sides of the ball to run that streak to 6 in a row today.
All day, baby. All day. Let's go. Yeah! Let's go, boys. Let's go. Come on. 9-9. Let's go, baby. Have a day. Have a day. Get after it. Let's go crazy. Let's go crazy.
Fans are in the seats. It's Week 7. It's the first division matchup of 2021. It's the Ravens and the Bengals, and it's coming up next.
Let's go!
Last year, the Ravens completely dominated Cincinnati. This year, the Bengals bring a talented offense, to say the very least. Fakes the handoff left, deep drop, throws down the middle. He's got a man wide open at the 25-yard line. That's C.J. Uzomah. Slips the tackle. He's to the 10, the 5, and he's in for the touchdown.
Let's go. Hey, let's go. Let's go, boys. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. It's time. It's time. It's time. Let's go.
See if the Ravens can't get something in gear here. Play action. Jackson wants to throw. Chase from the pocket. Running to his right. Throws down the middle of the field. He's got Mark Andrews to the 45-yard line. And Andrews will stretch the play out to the 48. Jackson out of the empty backfield. Jackson to throw. Pumps one.
All day. All day.
Andrews with a leaping grab. Lamar Jackson pumped it once, gave Andrews time to get open in the middle.
Hey, it's coming. I'm telling y'all, it's coming. Everything's going to be open, all right? Keep working. Let's go.
Jackson from under center. Give it to Freeman. Left side. Picks his way through some traffic, and he's in for the touchdown. Devontae Freeman. And the Ravens an extra point away from tying it up.
Great job, dog. Great job. Turn your feet, too.
Trailing the Bengals 13-10. It's a close game, but it's not been an electric game. One or two big plays. This is going to be a second half where the fireworks are lit up.
Let's go. Hey, let's go. Win your one-on-ones. Appreciate you, bro.
It was definitely not Hawkinson.
Yeah, it's not my forte, but appreciate that.
Jackson on first down wants to throw, going deep, looking for Hollywood Brown, end zone, touchdown, Hollywood Brown!
Ah! Ah!
Oh, what a throw and catch, and the Ravens have taken their first lead of the afternoon.
That's what you do! Hey. Let's go!
Quit playing with you, man. That's two. We need all that, coach. Great play. Well done.
The Ravens started the second half with an impressive drive and a touchdown throw from Lamar to Hollywood, but it has been all Bengals since then. 4 straight Bengals scores. Left side cuts back to the right. He's got room. 15, 10, 5, touchdown Bengals. Just too easy.
Yeah, that one hurts. You know, this one's gonna burn a little bit. You know, as it should. You know, we care about each other, and you know, we didn't get it done today. For us, you know, we just gotta watch the tape, learn from it, and let it burn, and hopefully it can mature us and help us grow to where we want to go.
It's football. We've been blessed. Sorry.
Not every game. Team gonna come out there and roll over.
Healthy reminder.
Where do we go from here? I am not lost in fear. I know that we have just begun.
It's how the National Football League works. You know, it's always week to week. It's always game to game. There never is any running narrative. It just doesn't exist. And you got to come out and play your best every week. And we did not play our best, far from it.
All good. Hey, this is a healthy reminder, feel me? We got to come out. It's all good. It's football. We'll be all right.
These days suck.
Yeah.
Just got to get back and watch the film.
Got to remember them.
They came in, they played a great game. I feel our guys were playing good as well, a little bit, you know, here and there. But they got the W. I hate losing, like you said. You know, it don't really matter when it comes. I just hate it, period. We're going to go in the next week, we're going to work, see what we messed up at when we watch film, and move on.
I know that we have just begun.
Look, it's a cliche, but one that does carry some truth. It's week to week and game to game in the NFL. And now the Ravens can refocus to find that consistency necessary in the second half of the season. Coming up next on Ravens Report, Brian Billick takes a closer look at wide receivers Rashad Bateman and Hollywood Brown's performance against the Bengals. It's Billick's Breakdown after this.
Brian Billick's Breakdown is powered by Microsoft, the official tablet of the Baltimore Ravens.
Welcome back to this week's edition of Ravens Report from the Under Armour Performance Center. I'm Evan Washburn. Despite the loss to the Bengals, there were some bright spots for the Ravens, especially in the passing game, where we saw rookie Rashad Bateman make his biggest impact as a pro in his second game back after groin surgery. Bateman had 3 catches for 80 yards and was able to increase his workload over 4 quarters. And then there was Hollywood Brown, who was once again productive and had another jaw-dropping touchdown catch. And for more on these 2 pass catchers, here's Brian Billick with this week's installment of Billick's Breakdown.
Well, certainly a surprising loss for the Ravens at home to Cincinnati. And you got to give the defense credit for the Cincinnati Bengals. They kept Lamar under 50%, and they got 5 sacks on him, got pressure on him all day. One of the good things we saw was the continued growth of Bateman in the offense, which obviously bodes well for Lamar, and then the counterbalance to go with Brown and Andrews. And you can see that in the game where he's able to take some basic plays and do some real things with it. The very first one, again, you're going to see this theme that we see all the time where they work this counter action, this play action, which is a major staple of the Ravens running game, is going to set everything up. And you can see the way the linebackers have to react to it. Just a simple little stop route and a flat by the receivers, Bateman sitting in the hole. Lamar does a nice job of working outside the inside, having to deal with an unblocked defensive end, gets the ball off, and then you can see the explosiveness of Bateman taking a 6 or 7 yard pass and turning it into a 20-yard gain. Now you're going to come back, and again, you're going to see the same thing, play action fade. You see the pull, what the action does to the linebackers and safeties. They have to step up and account for it. Now, Bateman's on the top of the formation. He's going to cross the formation. At the bottom, the 2 receivers go vertical. This is a very simple route. You clear out, then you bring a receiver along at that 20 to 25 yard area. Lamar does a great job because of the linebackers having to step up. They can't quite get the right depth. He gets the ball in behind them, beautifully thrown ball, and an explosive play to Bateman. And then this last one, this is just a thing of beauty. This is just a simple go route, but it's against quarters coverage. Now, what do I mean by quarters coverage? The bottom of the formation is Brown. You're going to see the corner level, like cover 2, the safety over the top, but it's not cover 2. He's even wider because it's quarter coverage. Brown does a great job of an inside move, freezing the safety, getting him to hold. You don't want him to come over the top, and then he goes vertical. Now, vertical routes like this are thrown or caught 90% of the time between 40 and 45 yards deep, 2 to 5 yards from the sideline. Lamar throws an absolute dime after Brown froze the safety. He got in behind it and threw the perfect pass into the end zone for the touchdown. Well, the Ravens have a much-needed bye, and they're going to need it to get ready for Kirk Cousins and the Minnesota Vikings. Cousins has a lot of weapons with Dalvin Cook in the running game and out of the backfield, Adam Thielen, Justin Jefferson. They're going to have to get a lot more pressure on them than they did in Cincinnati, not give up the big plays like they did against Cincinnati. And they're coming into the heart of a schedule now where they can do some damage. So if they can get this win at home against Minnesota, then go on the road to Miami and Chicago before they get back in the division, that they can get this the train back on the tracks here and be in pretty good shape.
And the Ravens' passing attack will continue to be a focus both internally and externally, especially when threatening defenses downfield, thanks in large part to Hollywood Brown, who's currently 3rd in the NFL with 11 catches of 20-plus yards. Coming up next on Ravens Report, we look ahead and preview the second half of the season.
Are you catching this with one hand or what, man? It's a one-hand catch?
Uh-oh. Oh, he said that was easy. Ooh. Oh, yeah, get upfield. Ooh, okay.
So we're at Morgan State University, and it's just a great day for the NFL Play 60 Clinic for our Special McMaryland athletes. Just an unbelievable experience and a demonstration of what really the Ravens bring to the community.
Good job. Yes, sir. Awesome day. Anytime to come out here and, kind of rekindle your relationships and have them just see you and just see how much they care about you and you care about them is just really amazing.
We're doing play action, play action. Yeah, you know, he tried to throw a stiff arm at me, but, you know, it kind of, you know, evaded a little bit. You know, so I got to make a better tackle next time. That's all it is, you know. Good work, good work. Miles, break this down. Ravens on 3. 1, 2, 3. Ravens!
Ravens Report is brought to you by MedStar Health, the official medical team of the Baltimore Ravens, and you. MedStar Health. It's how we treat people.
Welcome back to Ravens Report, presented by MedStar Health. I'm Evan Washburn. After the bye week, the Ravens look to bounce back with 2 games in 5 days, a visit from the Vikings, and then a trip down to Miami on Thursday night. A great opportunity to gain momentum heading into the heart of AFC North play. And look, the Ravens are armed with plenty to be happy with through 7 games, but also a number of things to focus on in the second half of the season. Here are a couple of those on either side of the ledger from my perspective. Offensively, the impact of the passing game can't be talked about enough. The Ravens are top 10 in that area, with Lamar showing great improvement in his ability to have accuracy downfield while also attacking defenses consistently outside the numbers. Continued growth and focus in that area and in the game plan will only help an always lethal running game. Defensively, consistency has to be the priority. There's plenty of evidence that this can be a top 10 defense in all areas, and no doubt Don Wink Martindale will be in the lab all bye week to fix the issues against the pass. That'll do it for this week's edition of Ravens Report. Thanks so much for watching. Make sure to download the Ravens TV app on your Roku, Apple, and Fire TV devices, where you can access an on-demand library of game highlights, features, live events from the comfort of your own home. Enjoy the bye week, and we'll see you right back here next week on Ravens Report.